After he died, we realized it's not worth it. It's not worth your life.
My name's Artie, and I'm from San Diego, California, born and raised, and I grew up in a lifestyle of gangs, drugs, prison, youth authorities, and I just want to let you know, man, one day God came into my life and He changed me, and I'm going to tell you the story how it happened. When I was 12 years old, I used to smoke PCP, I started hanging around the homeboys. Before I was 15 years old, I had been shot 3 times, in and out of juvenile facilities, Campo, 24-hour school, eventually ended up in the youth authority. During those times, getting shot at, shooting people, and it was in an area in San Diego where there was a lot of gang violence. I was from a neighborhood called Lomas, and the neighborhoods around there in Southeast San Diego, Logan, Sherman, Market, Shelltown, it was real violent. So I ended up hitting the system. I ended up, just as a young boy, just feeling pain that I never felt before. I was being in them cells thinking, what am I doing here? What's my purpose? Eventually, I would get out and right back in jail, going to the county jail, ending up in the big league state prison, and just living a life of pain, living a life of lies. And I want to tell you, man, that wherever you're from, Los Angeles, Northern California, Sureño, Norteño, you know what? I want to tell you that God loves you, that God can save you. If He could save a person like me, I know He could save you. And how He came to save me is I became a father, and I realized that I couldn't do time and raise my son. So if you fathers out there, you guys are strung out on drugs or stuck in gangs, I want to tell you, man, that God can change your life. He could save you, and you could be a good father to your children, and you can become something in life. God will give you insights on what you could be doing and what you should be doing instead of being in jail, stuck, strung out on a corner, And I went with one of my pastors up to Northern California last year, and I was in areas where nothing but guys from the north, and I'm walking through there, a person who grew up in Southern California, and these guys are looking at me like, who's this guy? And I would go up to those guys and I would tell them, what, God loves you, Jesus loves you, man, Jesus could save you. I know what you guys are going through. It don't matter that I grew up in Southern California and you're from Northern California. We all live in the same world, just in different areas, different situations, but I'm telling you that God can change you. You don't have to go to prison no more, man. You don't have to shoot at somebody because they're from a different area or because he's wearing a different color. God can come into your life and he can change you, and He can give you a heart, You can start caring for people. Before I was the type of person, I didn't care about nobody except my homeboys, but God again came into me and He changed me, and still to this day He's changing me. And while I was up north, it was different for me. I was growing in the things of the Lord, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I was a little nervous at first, because I'm from Southern California. I didn't know how these guys were gonna react, but again, I trusted in the Lord, I trusted in God, and there I went into the neighborhoods where the homeboys were hanging out, and I would tell them, what? I know what you guys are going through. I know what you guys are going through, and God can help you. And they listen. So, I just want to encourage any of you guys who that are watching this, that, God can come in your life. He can change you 100%. All you got to do is call on His name. He'll hear your cry, man. It gets old out there, man. It gets tiring. I was the type of person, I wouldn't leave my neighborhood for nothing. I wasn't scared. I was one of them macho guys in the neighborhood. I did anything and everything for my neighborhood. But you know what? I tell you what, man, God's love is 100 more better than any neighborhood. I'm telling you. The homeboys' love can't compare to God's love. Because he comes in and he shows you real love. Now I'm able to share that with my son. And I just wanted to share that with you guys today. So I want to tell you guys, I encourage you. I hope you guys get something from it.